Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to master a phrase that is absolutely essential if you want to move projects forward and, really show some initiative at work. Ready to get into it? Let's go.
So, I want you to picture this. You and your team. You've just wrapped up a major part of a project. All the research is finished, the data's compiled. You can feel that momentum building. So, how do you signal it's time to move on? How do you do it in a way that's professional but also super clear?
Well, the key is a simple but really powerful phrase that signals you're ready and it drives action. So let's break down this essential tool for making things happen in pretty much any professional setting. At its heart, take the next step is all about forward motion. It's an active phrase. It basically says, okay, we've finished one stage and now we're totally ready and prepared to start the next one. It's direct, it's clear, and it's all about action.
Let's dig into this a little bit. The meaning? Well, it's simple, to proceed or move forward. It definitely falls into the business category, but its tone is that perfect sweet spot between conversational and professional. It's not stuffy or overly formal, which makes it just so useful.
All right, so theory is great and all, but let's see how this phrase actually works in the real world. We're going to listen in on a pretty typical workplace chat between a manager, Sarah, and her team member, Mike.
Okay, so here's Sarah. She's just checking in on a really key task, the quarterly budget proposal. This is a standard status update, a question that gets asked in offices every single day, right?
And boom, this is such a brilliant example of the phrase's power. Mike doesn't just say it's almost done, he gives her the status update, and then he immediately uses take the next step to propose the very next action and even a timeline. He's showing he's thinking ahead and he's ready to go.
So now that you've got the basics down, let's get into the details, the little nuances that will help you use this phrase like a seasoned pro. It's time for some pro tips.
Okay, so here's the really important part. This phrase does two things at once, beautifully. First, it's a great way to get agreement. It's like you're subtly asking, hey, is everyone on board with moving to this next phase? And second, it clearly defines what that next phase actually is. It just cuts out any confusion and sets clear expectations for everybody.
And where are you going to use this the most? Well, it's going to be your go-to phrase in project meetings, status updates, and really any kind of strategic planning session. Basically, anytime the conversation is focused on progress and what to do next, take the next step is going to be a perfect fit. All right, you've seen the definition, you've seen the example, and you've got the pro tips. So now it's time to put what you've learned to the test. Let's see if you can spot the perfect moment to use this phrase. Okay, take a good look at these three options. In which of these situations would you use take the next step to communicate what you mean? Think about what the phrase really signals. Is it about a beginning, a middle, or an end?
And the correct answer is B. So why is that? It's because finishing the report is one whole phase, and submitting it is the logical next action. It is the perfect transition point. Celebrating a project's final completion, that's the very end, so there is no next step. And of course, you wouldn't use it to say hello to someone.
And that's a wrap. You've just added a really valuable phrase to your professional toolkit. So the final question is for you. What's the next step that you plan to take in your own learning journey? Thanks for joining me.